taking a break from the Team Quadrilla Marble League, which is nearly coming to an end. The individual league marbles are going to be having some action in their off-season. And not only is this an off-season event, it's a brand new event never seen before in the Quadrilla Marble League, the Quadrilla Duel. Two marbles will be going on adjacent tracks that are the same path. There will be one that crosses the line that will advance, so it's just a matter of your speed in your lane. Shamrock, the Season 3 host of the Individual Quadrilla Marble League, will be starting us off with Denim, 12th and 8th respectively in Season 2. Shamrock slightly ahead in the far side funnel. Denim is going to need some catching up to do, but they do catch up. Denim, will they make a comeback here? Yes, they will. And Denim, higher placing marble of the two in Season 2, will move on to the quarterfinals. So it will be a bracket styled event here in the Quadrilla Duel. Shamrock, despite having auto qualification to Season 3, they will not get a top half finish here. Although you may recall they got a 3rd place overall in Season 1 of the individual league. Now in the second heat of 8, Neptune and Candycorn. Candycorn got 4th in Season 2. Neptune didn't even qualify, and Candycorn already starting to pull ahead in the far side. Candycorn has pretty large lead right now, stretching it right now. Neptune cannot catch up. They needed a Hail Mary, and they just slowed their way to the finish. Look at this, Neptune going very slow. Candycorn's already done in a matter of seconds. You'd think in the time of the off-season, the time away from the individual league, they would make up for about a 13.72 second time. That is a convincingly slow time, getting convincingly beaten by Candycorn. Now it's time for Goop and Mystic Orb. Goop got 5th in Season 2. Mystic Orb, another one of those marbles who didn't qualify. And Goop seems like they have a slight lead. Mystic Orb is catching up. They caught up by the end of the funnel, and they are ahead in the final slaloms. And Mystic Orb will deny Goop of a top half finish in this event. Mystic Orb moves on, and unlike Neptune, who did not show well after their break from the individual league, Mystic Orb with not the fastest time, 13.15 seconds, but they beat Goop, and that is what matters, as they will be advancing. Now, Java and Casper. Casper got 16th in Season 2. Java, the highest placing marble, 3rd in Season 2. Seabed and Gloom are not in this one, as they are in the team league. But Java here, being beaten by Casper, being beaten convincingly. That wasn't even close, actually. And an upset victory here from Casper. Casper, look at that speed through the slaloms. It was looking close coming out of the funnels, but once they hit the slaloms, Java could not keep up. 11.55 seconds. That is the fastest time of the day. Casper, maybe you'll be seeing a different marble from what we saw in Season 2. Got 16th place and 49 points. Have to see. You see Ecto and Blizzard. Ecto are Season 1 champion, and Blizzard, well, they got 12th and 15th in 2 seasons. And Ecto, that good funnel speed from them that we've seen, makes them convincingly beat Blizzard. Blizzard just slowing their way to the finish, as Ecto, that was almost as big of a margin victory as Casper had over Java. So Ecto, also a great time, not as good as Casper, but 11.89 seconds. They get in the sub 12 second range, which only 2 marbles have done. And Blizzard will not be moving on. Now, Rainforest and Sandstorm, the other 2 marbles that we haven't seen yet, that didn't qualify for Season 2, so one of them is guaranteed to move on here, and Rainforest right now is stretching it in the far side. Can Sandstorm catch up? 5th in Season 1, while Rainforest got 6th, and Rainforest will be moving on pretty handily. Not as big of a margin victory of Ecto or Casper, but it is still quite a lengthy margin, and there's going to be no question here. Rainforest will be moving on with a time of 12.98 seconds. Fairly decent time, but Sandstorm was well off their pace. Now, Tarzan and Wave Runner, 6th and 7th last season in the individual league. Tarzan on the far side, well ahead of Wave Runner. Wave Runner catching up. Can Wave Runner mount a challenge? In the near side, Wave Runner will, and Wave Runner, a great comeback from them. They will be moving on. Tarzan lost it. How did they lose all that speed? They were looking so good in the first half of that run. Tarzan After finishing well in the Individual Quadrilla Marble League in Season 2, we'll be going no further in this off-season event. Wave Runner on to the quarterfinals. But now in the final heat, Void and Bluetail. Void, despite being the host in Season 2, would only muster 14th, while Bluetail got 8th, and Bluetail is stretching it in front of Void. Void slowing by the second, Bluetail only gaining. Bluetail, will they be caught? Oh, Void nearly catches them, but Bluetail managed to hold on just barely. Look at this, Void actually caught up very well. Bluetail convincingly ahead in the funnels, but then Void, in the slaloms, made it down to 7/100ths of a second. That gap was insurmountable for them as Bluetail will still be moving on. Void gets the best of the rest in 9th, then it's Java, the Season 2 3rd place, all the way down to Sandstorm and Neptune, those two in the bottom two that didn't qualify. They will have their work cut out for them going into the Season 3 qualifiers. But now in the quarterfinals, Candy Corn and Denim. And it looks like Candy Corn is slightly ahead in the near side. Oh, Denim actually is quite with them. Will Denim be able to catch up? Oh, it'll be very close, but Candy Corn in the near side will advance, and they will get another top 4 finish. So many of those in Season 2. In fact, we're the championship leader up until the middle part. And Candy Corn, with a sub 13-second run, is getting close to a medal in this off-season event. Now, Mystic Orb and Casper, these two underdogs that probably weren't expected to advance out of their heats. Mystic Orb didn't qualify. Casper got 16th in Season 2. Casper here, well in front. They had the fastest time in the heats. Will they be able to move on? No, Mystic Orb in the slaloms catches up like other marbles have done. And Mystic Orb pulls another upset, it seems like, because Casper getting the fastest time in the heats, they were kind of the favorite in this matchup. But Mystic Orb, 12.95 seconds, they are going to the semi-finals. Now, Ecto and Rainforest. Can Rainforest pull another upset against Ecto? Ecto, our Season 1 champion, and 9th in Season 2, while Rainforest 6th in Season 1, and didn't qualify. But Rainforest, look at that funnel speed! Facing Ecto is known for their funnel speed, but Ecto tries to catch up. It's very close between them. Ecto nearly caught up on the far side, but Rainforest stretched it in the funnels. That gap, despite losing a bit of ground in the slaloms, was not enough. 9/100ths of a second between them, but Rainforest pulls another upset in the quarterfinals. Now, in the final quarterfinal, Wave Runner and Bluetail, these two saw cross paths many times in Season 2, so it's not going to be much of an underdog story here for either of them. But Bluetail demolishing Wave Runner right now. Bluetail is going to finish easily. Wave Runner is nowhere in the near side, and Wave Runner will not be moving on. I imagine they'll be finishing in the bottom half, in the bottom part of those that didn't advance in the quarterfinals. But Bluetail, 12.05 seconds, didn't quite reach that sub 12-second range, but they easily will be moving on. That is one of the largest margins of victory we've seen in the Quadrilla Duel just yet. But Ecto gets the best of the rest, and our Season 1 champion goes ahead of Casper, then Denim, then Wave Runner, as we go on to the semifinals. Candy Corn and Mystic Orb. Candy Corn goes to the near side, Mystic Orb to the far. Can Candy Corn, it seems like they're slightly ahead, can they move to the final? Mystic Orb, though, trying to catch up. Mystic Orb in the far side goes faster than Candy Corn in the slaloms, and the slaloms have been Mystic Orb's forte in this event, as they are going to the final, getting no less than silver in this off-season event. Mystic Orb, who didn't qualify, beats the 4th place marble of Season 2 by 25/100ths of a second, and they are through to the final. They'll be joined by either Rainforest or Bluetail. If Rainforest advances here, they'll get a final of 2 marbles that didn't qualify, but Bluetail is not going to let that go so easily. Rainforest, though, gaining speed in the funnel once again. Can Bluetail catch up like they have? Bluetail will not be able to catch up, and Rainforest is going to the final. That means our final, Rainforest and Mystic Orb, 2 marbles that didn't qualify for Season 2. Could this be a new age of the Individual Quadrilla Marble League? But before the final, Bluetail will be disappointed with this loss against Rainforest, will be facing Candy Corn, these two veterans in the individual Quadrilla Marble League, for the bronze in the off-season race. Now, great start from Candy Corn. They were flying out of the gate. Will they be able to hold on though? Bluetail catching up ever so slightly, but they'll have their work cut out for them. Candy Corn very slow in the first part of the slalom, and Bluetail gets the comeback done. Bluetail, it seems like they relied a lot on Candy Corn slowing down. If Candy Corn didn't slow down, they just needed to keep that speed up, but they did not. So Bluetail will get third place. By 14 hundredths of a second, Bluetail will fill out the bottom spot of the podium, but the other two are going to be filled out by Mystic Orb and Rainforest. But the question is, who will get the win? Rainforest, also like Candy Corn, flying out of the gate, but they stumble. Mystic Orb now has a big lead. Can Rainforest catch up though? They're having speed in the funnels like they have. They've almost caught up going to the slaloms, but the slaloms, Mystic Orb's forte, gives them the victory, and Mystic Orb, the marble that placed last in the Season 2 qualifiers, gets the win in the off-season race. New event, new era of the individual Quadrilla Marble League, and new marble on top. Mystic Orb gets the win, 13.43 seconds, not the fastest time by any means, but the time that matters the most for them, because Mystic Orb gets the win and the bragging rights in this off-season event. They, despite getting last in the qualifiers in Season 2, stand at the top of the podium. Rainforest also didn't qualify, but they will be happy with the silver, and Bluetail gets bronze, and they'll be happy with that after a good end to the individual Quadrilla Marble League for them. But good luck to these marbles. They'll be participating in the qualifiers for Season 3 of the individual league, but before that, the conclusion of the Team Quadrilla Marble League.